Good evening, my name is Jim McGoldrick, and I've had the pleasure of working with Ron since I joined the Pepperdine University School of Law faculty in 1971. The thing I remember most about Ron is that he took as much pride in running a little shopping center law school in Santa Ana as he did this magnificent place we now have on the hill here in Malibu. Tonight we take a look back at his 40-year legacy at Pepperdine University School of Law. The story of Dean Ronald F. Phillips and Pepperdine University begins in 1969. The university acquired Orange University College of Law, a small proprietary night law school, and hired Ron as its first full-time dean. The decision was by every measure an inspired choice. Dean Phillips led for the next 27 years, guiding and nurturing the fledgling law school to maturity as a nationally and internationally renowned center of legal education. At his side all along the way was his wife, Jamie, who served as his trusted confidant, advisor, partner, and more than that, his best friend. In the fall of 1970, the law school welcomed its first full-time class of 34 students to its storefront facility. Then in 1973, the law school expanded to the new building, which had formerly been occupied by a greeting card company and offered a great view of Disneyland. Construction on the law school's permanent Malibu home began in 1976, and the Odell McConnell Law Center opened 2 years later. In the beginning, Dean Phillips did a bit of everything: teaching contracts, hiring faculty, managing personnel, and working diligently towards professional accreditation.
I met Ron and Jamie Phillips in 1975 at church, and as a result of that meeting, I've been at the law school for almost 28 years. Ron and Jamie ran the law school as a team. You knew right away that they cared. They cared about every individual at the law school, and they cared about the reputation of the law school. They were a remarkable team. Ron with his phenomenal wit and his quest for excellence, and Jamie with her elegance and charm. Over the years, I've witnessed Ron and Jamie show the same generosity, love, and support that they showed me on that day over 35 years ago.
Dean Phillips often stated that students would treat their clients the way their law professors treated them, so he assembled a dedicated faculty who embraced the law school's distinctive, student-centered approach to legal education.
So going to law school, I hoped to get a great education. Never thought that I would be introduced to my future wife and law partner of 20 years, but both Ron and Jamie Phillips always kind of did the unthinkable, and they provided all of us with a great education, took the reputation of Pepperdine from a small school to a national school, and for some of us, introduced us to our future law partners and our wife.
Following his 27 years of dedicated service as dean, in 1997, Ron became the university's vice chancellor and dean emeritus of the School of Law. In this capacity, he has continued to play a vital role in the law school's remarkable growth and development.
I think Ron's legacy to Pepperdine is just the family that he knit together. He brought in the original faculty, and he hand-selected those. He then brought in each succeeding law class that became more faculty at Pepperdine, that became members of the Board of Regents at Pepperdine, that became members of the whole entire law school community. And so Ron's fingerprint on the school will be felt for many generations to come because of the quilt of people that he put together there from the very beginning.
In a mere 40 years, Pepperdine has become one of the nation's leading law schools. And amidst the statistics, rankings, and accolades, the school's greatness is still best measured by its pursuit of Dean Phillips' initial vision, a vision of creating a distinctive law school that places the student at the center of all that it does, preparing them for lives of purpose, service, and leadership. When I first met Dean Phillips, he wanted to build a law school that placed students at the heart of the enterprise, one that welcomed outstanding faculty and distinguished guests, and ultimately one that stood committed to both academic excellence and Christian values. Pepperdine Law remains dedicated to that vision more than 4 decades later. And tonight, we thank you, Ron, for your invaluable role at this university and for your special place in our hearts.